Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. I am Shelley Walker, and it is a joy to be in community with you this day. If you are new or new-ish, whether you're here in the room or joining our online community, I want you to know a couple of things. I want you to know that you have stepped into a community that is inclusive. Inclusive. Why did that sound weird? Like that time I said progressive. You have stepped into a community that is inclusive, progressive, and compassionate. We have a lot of fun. We meet this work in this world with a lot of joy, and we welcome you. Everyone is welcome right here, exactly as you are. There's a lot of information about us on our website, newthoughtcsl.org. Or for those of you who are here in the room, we have a wonderful welcome table right outside these doors and wonderful volunteers who can answer any question you might have. So I really just want you to know how welcome you are, and we're glad you have chosen this today. This is the time in our service when we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people, and we affirm Indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. And one of the ways that we put our feet to our values is by contributing to organizations that promote Native American rights as part of our monthly giving out into the world. For those of you who are joining online, I want to welcome you and let you know here in a few minutes we're going to have a little time of spiritual practice, and you might want to have a candle handy if you would like to join us in that. Let's talk about our vision and our mission. Will you say it with me, please? Our vision. Recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. I want to thank our online hosts in this global community that we are building, practitioners Lori Nazarino and Beth Doyle. Thank you so much. For those of you joining online, drop us a note, let us know where you're joining from, and our wonderful practitioners can answer any questions you might have. And for those of us here in the room, as you're comfortable, can we just turn around and give a little wave to our online community today? Oh, this is us. This is us. And it's a beautiful thing. We have a very special dedication this morning. So I'm going to invite Rev Shannon up to help with this. Rev Shannon.
Yes. So we get to celebrate a milestone, actually a couple milestones in the life of our community today. The first one that we want to share with you is about our beloved office and bookstore slash gift shop slash bookstore manager, Carolyn Gomez. Carolyn has moved through quite a health challenge in the last month and a half, and we are beyond grateful that she is on the other side of it. Thank you so. Many prayers, many prayers. And so in order to support Carolyn's ongoing health and this next phase of her life, she is moving from office manager to her love, which is managing our bookstore and gift shop. And so we are just so grateful for the many years as she makes this transition, moving from office manager into caring for our bookstore. And I'm so excited to see what unfolds next for you, my darling. I'm going to invite Carolyn to come up, and can we all please thank her for the many years of service? The many, 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 many. We have a little something for you.
Carolyn. I just want to say, we wouldn't be us without this. So thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Reverend Shannon. All right, I'm going to invite you to please silence your cell phones, and I want to let you know that we have a really incredible service headed your way. Inspirational message with Reverend Shannon O'Hurley, music with Daniel Schweitzer and the New Thought Messengers, and I'm going to invite us to settle into our bodies in this time and space by inviting practitioner Terry Christopher up to give us an opening blessing.
Thank you, Reverend Shelley and Carolyn. She probably went back to her regular spot. Good morning. And staying in this energy of gratitude for our community and for all of the moving pieces behind it, within it, I invite you to settle into your space. You can close your eyes. If you're comfortable, cast them down and join me in a blessing of gratitude, of love, of joy, knowing that it is this community, wherever we are, each individual being expressing as their divine beingness, all of it is bringing us together in this oneness of love, this oneness of acceptance, this oneness of celebration, celebrating each one of us as that divine creation, fully expressing, fully learning, fully cherishing life as it is. And knowing all of this is in divine energy of love. I celebrate it all, releasing these words in gratitude, and so it is. And now is the time we put prayer to music. And for those of you at home, you can light your candle and join us. Rise as you are able.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me learn from all the ways of old.
Let me learn from all the ways of old.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser.
Let me walk each day a little wiser.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
And so it is.
So it is.
Hello. I guess I should use this. Hello. The following reading is an excerpt from A House Called Tomorrow by the poet Alberto Rios.
You are not 15 or 12 or 17. You are 100 wild centuries. In every breath and in every step, everyone who has come before you, all the yous that you have been, the mothers of your mother, the fathers of your father. If someone in your family tree was trouble, 100 were not. The bad do not win, not finally, no matter how loud they are. We simply would not be here if that were so. You are made fundamentally from the good. With this knowledge, you never march alone. You are the breaking news of the century. You are the good who has come forward. You are the breaking news of your own life. You are a house called tomorrow. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen.
So, this is a special Sunday. We have many things to celebrate today. This morning, we have the great honor to install a new licensed practitioner who is joining us from CSL Eugene, Oregon. And so I would like to now ask our current NTCSL licensed practitioners and practitioner 1 and 2 students to please come up to the platform behind Rev Shelley and myself. And I invite all of the online practitioners and practitioner 1 and 2 students to join us in consciousness and open your hearts to support and anchor this moment for all of us. Spiritual practitioners, you will know them by the stole that they wear, are called to walk consciously in the presence of the divine and to serve the highest and best for our beloved community. To become a licensed practitioner in our particular tradition, it takes about 4 years of dedicated study and personal inner growth. In addition to this, they must pass rigorous licensing processes and extensive written exams, as well as an oral panel.
The Centers for Spiritual Living licensed practitioners are people who have dedicated their lives to helping and supporting others. It is the practitioner's sacred work to see spirit in everyone and to reveal the highest truth about every individual. Practitioners serve as licensed clergy. They are considered to be the healing arm of any center for spiritual living. They are called upon for prayer support and spiritual guidance, for pastoral care and spiritual education. They support every single ministry here at New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. Practitioners make a dedicated commitment to their own spiritual practice and spiritual growth, to the health and well-being of our community, and to serving those in need. Angela. This is your time now, and welcome. Thank you. This is your time now to make your sacred commitment as an NTCSL practitioner and to receive your stole. Come on out.
Angela, so all of you know, has been a licensed practitioner in Eugene since 2017. And we are all of us, and all of our practitioners online and at home, we're all just so delighted that you have decided to join us here in our corner of the world. Angela, may this moment stay with you and continue to serve you in years to come. Please respond with "I will." Angela, do you dedicate yourself to a daily spiritual practice, deepening your understanding and awakening so that the expression of your life and loving service may continue to expand in service of spirit and this beloved NTCSL community and all who you serve?
I will.
Do you dedicate yourself to serve whoever may call upon you in times of need, recognizing the divine within all people?
Absolutely, I will.
And do you dedicate yourself to upholding the ethical standards of the Centers for Spiritual Living practitioners and to living this high calling with integrity, love, and compassion?
I will.
Angela, this stole serves as an outer representation and a reminder of the highest consciousness that lives within you. When you wear it, you stand in conscious service to spirit and therefore every being placed before you. Angela, may you lead with love and may spirit be your guide. Welcome to NTCSL. Oh. Yes. Yay! You may be seated.
Now let's welcome Daniel Schweitzer.
Yay! Woo!
I've been wondering, am I the only one to see it coming? We've been doing it wrong for so long. Ain't it funny how we keep complaining but do nothing when we know that won't make it go away? We're watching the clouds changing shapes, wait for the storm and taste the rain. But if we're standing still now, it'll be too late. If you're praying for change, you better not wait. Keep turning the pages, there's choices you make only once in your life. Once in your life. If you're praying for change, you better not wait. Keep turning the pages, there's choices you make only once in your life. Once in your life. Are we taking more than we can give, celebrating like there's no risk into this? We're watching the clouds changing shapes, wait for the storm and taste the rain. But if we're standing still now, it'll be too late. If you're praying for change, you better not wait. Keep turning the pages, there's choices you make only once in your life. Once in your life. If you're praying for change, you better not wait. Keep turning the pages, there's choices you make only once in your life. Once in your life. When we fade, the sky's turning gray. Would you leave us behind or take a leap of faith? I still see your color just the same. Do you see us shine? If you're praying for change, you better not wait. Keep turning the pages, there's choices you make only once in your life. Once in your life. If you're praying for change, only once in your life.
Thank you so much, Daniel and Kate and Emily and the New Thought Messengers. If you're praying for change, you better not wait. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to thank our beloved Rev Shelley for her beautiful talk last week. Thank you so very much, my darling. So if you are not aware, if you do not know, my name is Shannon O'Hurley, and my pronouns are she, her. And this is the day that love has made just for you, exactly as you are this moment. So, it was October 1943. Something extraordinary happened in the country of Denmark. The Nazis had decided that they were going to deport every Jewish person in that country, approximately 7,200 people, families, children, neighbors, people who just days before were living ordinary lives. Almost no one knew what was coming, but one man did. He was a German diplomat named Georg Duckwitz. Much to his own personal risk, something within him guided him to make the decision to secretly share the Nazis' plan with the Danish leaders. And within hours, word spread. And people, others, were guided to share this as well. It spread through phone calls, through whispered conversations, through community networks, secretly, urgently, from one person to another. Ordinary people began to act. Teachers, doctors, homemakers, students, pastors, fishermen, not heroes as we typically would think of them, just ordinary folks. Non-Jewish people opened their homes, hospitals, and churches. They hid whole families. They pulled out phone books and started calling anyone with a Jewish-sounding name, telling them, "Go now. You need to go into hiding and we will help you." And then, under the cover of night, fishermen began ferrying people across the sea to Sweden, using small boats at great risk to themselves with no guarantee, just the courage to keep going and to remember that we belong to each other. Trip after trip, night after night, and in just a few weeks, 7,200 people were moved to safety, almost an entire population saved. My talk today is called Courage Together. Now, we tend to think of courage as something actually very individual. A single person standing alone. But when you really look closely, that is never the full story. Every single act of courage, which is often just choosing kindness out loud, every single one is actually collective. Even when one person speaks or says the thing out loud, when they get the courage to speak out loud about whatever it may be, to make the decision, to do the thing, there are always others behind them. The people who influenced and helped shape them, the people who supported them, the people who made it possible for their moment of courage to happen at all. Author Hannah Arendt, who experienced Nazi persecution firsthand, wrote, "Power corresponds to the human ability, not just to act, but to act in concert." To act in concert. Acts of courage out in the world are never done alone, even when it seems like it. The person who finally decides to walk into the 12-step meeting. Yes, of course, that takes big courage for them to make that initial decision, but then immediately it is carried forward and buoyed and supported and held by all of the people in those rooms and the sponsors, by the supportive family members and friends. Yes, of course, it took courage for Georg Duckwitz to listen to the original message from Spirit, or God, or Source, whatever word you are comfortable with, that nudged him to tell the Danish leaders what was coming. But it was the ordinary people who then took that baton of courage and passed it along person to person. It was the people who shared his initial spark of courage, every single one of them, in whatever way they could, that saved generations of people. Every act of courage is actually collective. It moves through networks of care and influence and shared conviction, but it always starts with one person. Look at any discovery, invention, generational change, or social justice movement. If you trace it all the way back, it always begins with that one person. It has to. One person who, like I mentioned, for example, 2 weeks ago in my talk on Easter, the person who allows God or Spirit or Source in more deeply, or another way of saying that is allowing God or Spirit or Source within them to be felt more deeply, which creates then the inner spaciousness for sacred wisdoms to move through so that courage can be harnessed. When we make room for God, when we make room for Spirit, when we acknowledge that it already lives within us and it is the strongest and most true thing about us, our courage is massive. And I believe that the times that we are living in right now require that each one of us trust that massive courage, that Spirit within us that lives within us, to trust those nudges whenever we are called to say something, to stand up, to reach out. Because every single time we do that, no matter what, there is a ripple effect that most oftentimes we will never know about. Now, every single one of us is living through a dizzying moment in human history. Systems that have been hidden, protected, or tolerated for decades, for centuries, are being exposed all at once. It is not subtle, it is not loud, it is loud. I wish it wasn't loud. It's not subtle, it is loud, it is painful, and it is confronting. I hiccuped there a little bit because I feel a responsibility. It is my responsibility to gently name for all of us the horrific story that came out this week, exposing the Academy partner ring of violence against women in their own homes. And if you do not know what I'm talking about, you can look it up later. What I must say about this in the safety of our spiritual, nourishing home, and I can say this unequivocally, I do not know a woman who heard about the latest story this week of violence against women who is not on some level impacted by it. So, to the women who are here today, or who are watching online, or who discover what this story is later, I want to say to you that you are not alone in whatever may be coming up for you. If you feel activated or triggered, we have incredible, you just saw them, incredible practitioners here who can support you. Or I invite you to speak with a therapist or a trusted friend It's been a lot to take in, and I want you to know that you are in a safe place to process your feelings in this spiritual home. Because what I know with every fiber of my being is that the revealing of all of this, as painful as it is coming up to be seen, to be witnessed, to be felt, so that all of us, and this includes all of you good men, so that we can collectively say enough, no more violence against women. And here's the thing, in doing that, we will hold the perpetrators accountable and justice will be served so that we can once and for all co-create together true balance between all genders, rooted in dignity, respect, safety, and love. You are welcome. I have to name it. Because when we name it, what? We transcend it. The great bell hooks wrote, "The moment we choose to love, we begin to move against domination, against oppression." The moment we choose to love, we begin to move against domination, against oppression. And I believe it is high time we begin to love, honor, and respect all women everywhere. And when we choose love, in that way, in that holistic, healthy, naming way, something opens, our vision widens, we begin to see beyond the immediacy of what is right in front of us, and we remember what becomes possible when we human beings move with that kind of courage, together with intention, precision, and care. Just a little over a week and a half ago, in the middle of so much happening in our world, we were given a moment to experience just what I'm talking about. We were able to experience the truth of humanity. We were able to experience who we truly are. Many of us, in the middle of all of the challenge, turned to the joy and witnessed the Artemis program, watching fellow human beings travel farther from the earth than any humans had ever gone, and it was extraordinary. We are that, my friends. That is who we are. The beauty of that in the middle of global heartache reminded me deeply, not only of the polarities that we as humans are asked to hold, and I promise that is another talk, but we are made of collective courage. We are made of the collective courage that creates the world we want to see and experience, and all of it, every single bit of us, of each other, and of this life and our planet is interconnected. That is why when one of us hurts, all of us hurt, you see, because we are so profoundly connected. We have an image to remind us of that today. It's of astronaut Christina Koch. Look at that. Just look at her. Look at us there. Look at that. Isn't our planet extraordinary? When you see Earth from that vantage point, fragile, luminous, all of us held together somehow, big science stuff, holding us together on this one relatively small planet. It has a way of reminding us of what is really important. This coming Wednesday is Earth Day. It's a day that reminds us, perhaps more than any other, that we belong to something larger, that we are not separate, from each other or this planet, that we are in relationship with it. And just like everything else I've been talking about, the care of Mother Earth doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when people show up together. Last week in her talk, Rev Shannon said, we share responsibility for creating the external world. We share responsibility for creating the external world, and caring for Mother Earth is part of that shared responsibility. When one person makes a different or better choice, others are inspired to follow suit. When communities decide that how we live, how we consume, how we care matters, change begins to happen. We can remember that this isn't just about something out there. This is about honoring the very ground that holds us right where we are, and the very air that breathes through us, and the life that connects every living creature. In the midst of all of this, all that we are collectively holding right now, there are always profound moments that remind us what is possible if we just pay attention, if we choose to look deeper or listen more deeply. The Artemis program was a much-needed respite in the midst of so much difficulty. And the truth is, the Artemis program never would have happened without the absolute courage of two tenacious women. You want to hear about it? Okay. I think this is a good time to talk about the magnificence of women. It's always time to talk about the magnificence of women. Thank you, Jen. NASA aerospace mathematician Katherine Johnson. We have her photo. Here she is. Also known as a human computer. In 1962, calculated by hand the equations that made it possible for the very first orbit of the moon. Katherine Johnson changed the entire world as we know it, while, by the way, working in a system that did not fully honor or respect her. And then, in 1969, Margaret Hamilton led the team that wrote, there she is, Note the Papers. Note the Papers. She led the team that wrote the onboard flight software for the Apollo missions. That stack of paper contains every single line of handwritten code. By the way, she coined the term software engineering, and at her absolute insistence, and she was mocked originally for it, she insisted that she would design a system that would protect the Apollo 11's landing if there were a problem, and there was. Alarms went off. It was absolutely terrifying, and because she insisted on protecting the astronauts and creating software that would help them, Apollo 11 landed safely. It would have crashed otherwise. Both of these women responded to that nudge from spirit within them, which in turn inspired generations of aerospace engineers and scientists to also courageously think outside of the box, which in turn led to people all over the world a little over a week and a half ago watching in absolute awe as the 4 Artemis astronauts reminded us of how extraordinary our world is. It is mind-blowing to think of the courage that led to all of the transformation that has happened in our world since Katherine Johnson first did her handwritten calculations in 1962. And this month of April, our theme is transformation. And it is so very clear, my loves, that our country, our world in 2026 is in a moment of accelerated transformation. The key to remember about transformation, and this is the difficult part, is that it is never easy. I wish it was. I wish it was. But it isn't. We get to name that. And at the same time, fully embrace and embody the fact that it requires individual and collective courage. Think about your own life. Think about the major transitions you have already gone through. I invite you to think about the courage it took for you to do the thing, to start the project, to complete the relationship, to walk into the 12-step meeting, to finally let something go or finally say yes to that which has been calling you for so long. This is what is happening collectively to the systems, structures, and old ways of being right now. Translate what you have personally moved through to the collective experience that is happening on our planet. Because when that kind of courage is lived individually by us again and again by enough people, it can't stay contained. It becomes collective. It becomes visible. It begins to change the world around us. What we move through personally does not stay personal. It shapes how we show up. It shapes what we are willing to name, even from a pulpit. It shapes how we co-create the next phase of this life on this planet. And when enough people have done their inner work, when enough people are willing to say yes, like in communities like ours, and who are willing to step forward, that's when something begins to shift on a much larger scale, and it is happening in real time. This past week, again in the midst of everything, yay, polarities. Maybe that'll be my talk next time. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Something remarkable happened in Hungary. Nearly 80% of that country showed up to vote. 80%. For context, just so you know, most democracies are lucky if they get nearly 60%. It was extraordinary. It was gobsmacking. Together, the people of Hungary voted a dictator out of office. Oh, and this is so important for us here in the United States. It is so important for us to remember that Hungary was a democracy, but for the past 16 years, Viktor Orban systematically consolidated power, stole money from the people, and built an authoritarian regime, one that Project 2025 was directly modeled after. 16 years, an entire generation grew up in that reality, but something shifted. Again, one person courageously started the ripple of change. This time, in this decade, it was politician Péter Magyar who felt the nudge and stepped into his courage and said, in essence, absolutely not, no more of this. And the people of Hungary followed suit. Can we take a look at the people of Hungary? I invite you to let the courage of the good people of Hungary to give you hope for us here in the United States. It has been done and it will be done again. And it is done with love, with spirit, with God, with each other. There is a piece of African wisdom from the Ubuntu philosophy that says, I am because we are. I am because we are. It reminds us that who we are and what we are capable of is shaped in relationship, and that our courage doesn't live in isolation. It grows between us, and if we let it, it will grow us into a new version of who we have collectively come here to be. Each of the times of transformation in your own life, my friends, if you reflect back, or if you're in it right now, could not have been done without that moment of your own divine life-changing courage, and then the courage of the people around you who supported you, helped you, and lifted you up. So I ask you, is there someone in your life that you could support more? Because this isn't something that just happens out there. This happens in families when one person has the courage to name what's ready to be healed and opens a conversation. It happens in relationships, in communities, in workplaces. So the question isn't just, where is this happening out in the world? The question that I am inviting you into this week is, where is courage asking something of you? Where is courage asking something of you? Where is something in your life ready to be named? Where is Spirit inviting you into a deeper understanding, a wider possibility, or a new way forward? Because there may be something on the other side of that moment that doesn't just change your life, but that ferries someone else across the sea to safety. And so as you move into your week, I invite you to notice that when you engage in even the smallest act of courage, again, which is often choosing kindness out loud, it is truly contagious. Courage always on some level inspires others. It is so much bigger than you. The great Zen Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh often taught that the next Buddha will be community. The next Buddha will be community. We are all of us interconnected with every single being and with this beautiful planet that we call home. So what do you say, loves? Let's be courageous together. Sound good? All right. Let's pray. I'm going to invite the practitioners to come forward, please, and the practitioners online to please join me as we anchor this in prayer. So taking in a deep, nourishing, easy breath. What a gift, what a blessing it is to know that love itself woke us up this day, brought us to this moment. Love is sitting to our left, to our right, in front of us, behind us, above us, and below us. Love is within us and all around us. This love called by so many names: Spirit, Source, God, quantum consciousness. What a gift it is to be in this love and to show up as this love with courage. And so I speak a word for each one of us here that whatever it is that may be calling us forward in courage, that we take a breath and step into it knowing that we will be held, we will be carried, we will be buoyed on this light-filled path before us. What a gift it is to know that each one of us is connected to each one of us. How good it is to know that we are all in this one human family together. And so from this place of grace, I send a blessing to all of our friends and family, knowing that this same love and this same opportunity for courage is right where they are, living in their beingness, expressing outward. I am so grateful for this place, for this teaching, for this beloved community that supports all that is happening in the world and remembers the beauty, the joy, the wholeness at the same time. I say a special prayer for all of those all around this beautiful planet who are impacted by war, by violence, by injustice, by challenge, by difficulty, knowing that because we are interconnected, because there is no separation, the love that we feel in our hearts is with them now in this breath and the next and the next. The same love enfolds them too. And so I bless all people this week who gather in mosques and churches and synagogues and ashrams and centers for spiritual living and planning meetings and yoga mats and retreats and all of the places where people gather to remember the truth, to remember that love always wins. And so it is from this place of grace that I express profound gratitude for this truth, for each one of us here, and for our continued courage, belonging, and becoming. I let this be so, and so it is. Blessed be, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, dear ones.
Courage together. Thank you, Reverend Shannon. I don't know about you, but that gave me a lot to chew on this week, to embody, to think about, to practice. It's one of the things I love about this community, and another one is how we do this together. This is our time for conscious giving, and this invitation is, of course, for all of us here in the room as I invite the ushers forward, but also those of you joining this community online. You know, for me, the invitation is my giving matching my receiving? All of the things that I receive here, I want to make sure that my giving is in equal measure. So I want to thank you for whatever your gift is. Know that a portion of it goes out into the world to organizations that are doing incredible work locally, nationally, and internationally. And just know that your gift is received with so much gratitude and love. There are many different ways you can give. They're all on our website, newthoughtcsl.org. You can text to give at 503-966-3236. But thank you. Let's take our gift. For those of us who are automatic pledgers, some of us have these gift cards, and we just hold them to our hearts and speak this blessing with me. Will you? From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Oh, thank you for that. And please join me in welcoming back Daniel Schweitzer and the New Thought Messengers.
be. There's peace in the valley, people got to be free. Oh yeah. You should see what a lovely, lovely world this would be. Everyone learn to live together. It seems to me such an easy, easy thing it should be. Why can't you and me learn to live together? All the world over, so easy to see. People everywhere just wanna be free. I can't understand, it's so simple to me. People everywhere just gotta be free. Oh yeah, yeah. If there's a human who is down and needs a helping hand, all it takes is you to understand and to pull them through. Yeah. It seems to me we've got to solve it individually, yeah. And I'll do unto you as you do to me. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. Out to the sea. People got to be free.
My opinion will be
Will be.
situation for us all to be free.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go. Come over me.
To move a mountain, make a blind man see.
See.
Everybody's dancing, come on, let's go see.
Oh yeah.
Peace in the valley, now
People
they're
got to be free.
all the world over, so easy to see. People everywhere just wanna be free. Listen, please listen, that's the way it should be. There's peace in the valley, people got to be free.
Yeah, that was fun. If you are new or newish and would like to learn more about our community, this is your invitation. On Sunday, May 3rd from 1 to 2:30, we'll gather for our next new member orientation, offered both in person and online. Join Rev Shannon, Rev Shelley, and some of our staff and volunteers to learn who we are, what we're creating, and the many ways you can participate. From spiritual growth circles and social justice teams to affinity groups, our board of trustees, and more. Come ask questions, make connections, and discover what's possible here at NTCSL. For those attending in person, lunch will be served beforehand. We have a ton of fun and would love to personally welcome you to more fully into our community. And also on May 3rd, we're having our first ever spring art sale. All of the proceeds from this art sale are going to go to our presence at Pride 2026. Yeah. You can purchase some beautiful art, artisan crafted jewelry, pottery, and more, and know that you are contributing to a worthy cause. For more information about the many things we do, check out our website at newthoughtcsl.org.
Thank you so much, Daniel, who is a Practitioner 1 student, by the way. So grateful for you. Thank you, brother. Speaking of gratitude, I want to thank all of you who chose to be here today, who chose to co-create this experience here. I want to thank all of you online joining us. I know many folks join us later in the week, but right now, I want to acknowledge those of you watching us from Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, Colorado, Nebraska, Arizona, Wisconsin, Germany, and Costa Rica. We love you so much. We love you, we love you, we love you. I also want to take a moment and thank once more practitioners Lori Nazarino and Beth Doyle, who have been hosting our beloved online community. I want to also invite all of you to the welcome table right over here to the left as you walk out. Ginny Perelson and practitioner Laura Schlafly will be there. They can answer any questions that you might have. I'm now going to invite our practitioners in the room to come on down, and those who are on the platform with me to join me up here. I want to remind those of you with kiddos, please do go pick up your kiddos first, and then join us downstairs for Nosh. And while you're there, please take a moment if you see our beloved Carolyn and thank her for her years of service as our office manager. I'm sure she's already down there making the gift shop beautiful just for you. So we're so grateful for that. I'm going to invite those of you here to please rise as you are able for our final blessing. Also, if you see practitioner Angela, please congratulate her as well. Let's all take a deep breath. I trust each one of us is going to go out this week with courage and with love. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light until we meet again. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Have a good week. Sing with us.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit